Hello there everybody, it's your host the most here, Starborn Feline, coming out with a new episode of Reverse 1999. And we are here back on this episode. We're picking up where we left off last time. First things first, we have to unlock the next chapter, which is just listening to this voice line.
Again. Though it isn't much of a surprise.
Okay, so they're bringing back one of the voice actors. I'm curious what this is, honestly.
Your move from the Western Front to the Eastern one is utterly predictable. Running around like a lost chick following after her mother hen, or really anything big enough to grab your attention. Will you ever learn to stand on your own? When will you grow up?
She's more than just my mother.
She's key to saving the world. That's what you're saying? I'm tired of it. Tired of sick jokes like this, with self-important ideologues bragging about securing a bright future for everyone. You hear any cheers or laughter? Nope, because everyone who believed in their causes already died fighting for them. If you ask me, we should hang some of those big shots in public. It wouldn't bring peace, of course, but maybe the rest of us would feel a little relief. Come, take a seat. I've set your favorite chair facing east. The view's better that way. Not to mention that the river helps wash away the stench of corpses.
Okay, that got dark real fast. I was expecting that in the first 30 seconds of the video, but oh well. Anyway, what would I say? I can kind of get where she's coming from. A moment of just relief for the people, but in the long term, that's not going to help anybody. So, beneath the silence, a newly emerging darkness covers the land. This is only going to get darker from here on out, isn't it?
Hey! I got something! Sasha, come give me a hand!
Got it! Oh, Swami, this is heavy.
Must be a big one. Come on, Sasha, put your back into it.
Have you ever caught a fish this big before?
Never. The fish done all the growing this year instead of the crops? Just a bit further. Grab tight. On my mark. Один. Два. Три.
Go check it out. I dare say even my dedushka has never seen fish so big.
Huh? This is...
What kind of fish is it, Sergey?
What da. Sasha! It's a person.
A person? Have you lost your mind?
Help me.
Okay, so let's see. Not really too much about the scene. Literally, they just brought up our girl from our previous episode up by like a drowned cod. That's an oxymoron, I just realized. But yeah, they they ended up fishing up a person rather than a fish. Mind you, she got shot and fell into the river. I'm assuming, given the fact that she didn't bleed out in the water, it probably wasn't that bad. She probably ended up falling off more so due to shock and pain than the actual injury itself. But yeah, not the worst. I don't know, maybe just because of the size of the screen, or maybe just because they, the way they posed it, but this feels a little cluttered to me. I get what they're going for, but I won't lie. There are a few stinkers here and there when it comes to the competition. This is one of them. It's not the worst I've ever seen. I studied art for, let me think. I studied art for about 6 years, honestly, in college. More so due to me having to retake a few computer classes, funnily enough. I am terrible at coding, so that did not help, and my degree required me to get coding classes. But anyway, the what's it called? This competition, like I said, is a bit messy. Like I said, she's on but the overall pose and everything else looks good. The net, I'm not sure what it is about this net, but it really just bugs me the way it's done. It feels more like they just took a pattern and just warped it into the shape they needed. But let's go on, shall we?
Feline, hurry up, will you? It's a living person. We have to take her to camp.
Andreas, Charon, where am I?
You're awake? Try getting to your feet.
My head's spinning. I can hardly...
Whoa, easy now. Just try and take a few steps. It'll help, trust me.
What is this place?
Relax. You're in the Xeno Cavalry Corps camp. It's safe here.
Xeno? Oh, you've got to be kidding.
Sergei, I heard you found the girl.
No, it can't be.
We fished her out of the river, Lieutenant. She just woke up.
And you just brought her straight into camp? She's obviously not a local. What if she's a rebel spy, huh?
Sure, she's not a local, but she doesn't seem like a bandit either.
Fair enough. What's your name?
Meryl.
Meryl? Not from around here, then. How'd you end up in the water?
I came seeking refuge near the river, and then I was chased by some people. Bandits or something. I tried to escape, but I fell off my horse and into the river.
Send her somewhere safe after she recovers. We'll decamp tomorrow morning, station in Tamarovka for a day, and then head to the city. Commander's orders.
dunno. That's my home. I can visit my aunt and uncle. I can sleep in my own bed for a night.
You'll have to apply for leave to do that. You eaten anything, Meryl? We still got some canned meat from the Foundation.
Canned meat.
Too bad I only caught you today, huh?
Sorry?
Don't worry. It's not every day you fish a person out of the river. Oh, by the way, you can stay at my uncle's when we arrive in Tamarovka if you like. It's no Zimny Dvorets, but it's better than a tent, that's for sure.
You live with your uncle?
Yeah. Father died at the front 4 years ago, and my mother was sick. Lost her 2 years later. My aunt and uncle took me in. I do have to do farm work to earn my keep, but that's no big deal. How about you? Where are you from? You said you're a refugee. Where's your family now?
I don't have a family. An orphanage took me in. I grew up there. Are there many locals in the cavalry? Like you?
Yeah, most of us actually. Back when Zeno first got here, there were only 1,000 people. The cavalry corps didn't even exist. When the famine struck the steppe, and even potatoes wouldn't grow, the cavalry gave us food and shelter. So I thought, maybe it wouldn't be too bad to join them. At least then I could save some food for my family.
But you've enlisted in an army. You'll have to fight.
But I haven't had to yet. And everyone's alive and fitter than ever. Isn't that enough?
Friends already, huh?
Nothing for me, Lieutenant?
Too slow. Got to get it yourself now.
There was a time I thought you would lead us to the eternal. I thought you were like me, a man with ambition, a leader worth following. But look what you've become, a coward. You buckled while I stood tall. I have far excelled you, Igor, and the world will worship me for it. No mortal can transcend eternity, Krutov. Your arrogance has gone beyond your means, turning you cruel and foolish. How disappointing. You can't kill me, Igor. You...
Bring everyone here! Separate the Arcanists from the humans. Xeno's captives in their own line. Move it, slackers!
Useless. I knew that witless ritualist was not to be trusted.
Okay, so we have a new character. I imagine this is the guy who we saw in the intro way back when, about a week ago for you guys. It was only been about a couple hours for me. But yeah, let's see here. Sunken in face, tired eyes. Admittedly, he's kind of plain as far as characters go. This guy very much does feel like he's a bit more of a villain. He does have a little bit of an intimidating posture. But all in all, that's all I can really say about him. The rest of the uniform feels a bit closer to modern time. It would still put this in like roughly the 1920s, whereas everyone else feels like they're probably until like the late 1800s. He has his little belt with the little, what I assume is a rifle holder. He has the bag strapped around his back. Like I said, this feels like a slightly more modern uniform, but still nothing too crazy. Anyway, let's go on, shall we?
General Krutov. You have awoken, yet the incense has yet to fade. I suggest you return to your dreams until you're capable of overcoming your nightmare.
Okay, so this is who he was just talking about. And this lady is very much Manus. She's got the gold, she's got the blue of the Manus. Especially around her face, if you notice the band, it's also meant to replicate glasses, but not quite. In a way, it's more so obscuring her face, but not completely. So she's probably of a higher rank compared to your usual grunt. She's got an interesting thing going on with her hair there. It's two braids that come down into a single form, almost like it was knotted into that shape. You notice the bones around her neck, along with gold bands, to indicate her status of an Arcanist. I've been noticing this with more Manus characters recently. The more powerful ones, or at least the ones who have a bit more of an active duty, their hands specifically tend to be blackened quite a bit. I'm not quite sure what the implication behind that is. Probably just that they have been dabbling in magics that have started to stain them in a more physical sense, not just a spiritual sense. Let's see. The crow pendant's a nice little touch as well, along with the bells on her staff. It almost reminds me of a shepherd's crook, but the way the branch sets off is meant to be almost like a prod of some sort. All in all, she does have a more, like I said, it's got an elegant, but a dangerous elegance to it, so you gotta really appreciate that little touch right there.
Enough of your riddles and trickery. Why are you here?
Captives. The first batch has arrived.
Then you do as we agreed. Take the Arcanists and leave the rest to me. What part of that do you not understand?
There is a peculiar individual among the captives. Unawakened. We didn't discuss how to deal with them.
Unawakened? Those can be particularly useful. What do you know of it?
Thanks to the knowledge bestowed by her, I was able to glean some insight. Though I'm surprised to have encountered it here. It seems the human fools named it after a mythological deity, as if by doing so, it would somehow render it capable of resting their sinful souls in peace.
Interesting. Take me to it. Garon, is it?
Why did you kill those who surrendered?
Well, too many mouths to feed. There isn't enough food across the entire Dawn to keep everyone alive through the winter.
You could have set them free. They were only civilians. They would cause you no trouble.
Civilian implies civilization. Civility, wouldn't you say? The Cossacks are barbarians. Setting them free would only bolster my enemies. I will not take the risk. Intriguing. Just as the ritualist said. Tell me, are you able to foresee a man's death?
The shadow of death lingers over these grasslands. Countless will die in a killing driven by starvation and hatred. That is what brought me here.
A shadow, you say? I see a man walking the grasslands, the dead nourishing the soil. He stands amid a bountiful harvest. I am that man. Your shadow of death means nothing. What I need is a precise prophecy, one for a single man. For me.
I cannot do such a thing, nor is there any desire to.
I am offering you a chance, Awakened. Serve me and my army, and I will spare you the Ritualist's hand.
Ritualist?
This is her work. She tells me you dispelled another incantation cast by her kind, on a human soldier. She's desperate to tear you apart and see how you did it. Some special arcane skill, she claims. Trust me, what she will do to you is one thing you do not want to foresee.
Manus Vindictae.
Ah, so you can see some specifics. Well, what is your decision?
No. Neither your enemy nor your ally. There is nothing I can do for you but bury the dead.
Difference of opinion. Why am I surprised? You're just like the rest of them. One bad decision after another. And I am left to right their wrongs. It seems only I can. I gave you your chance, freak.
So he's pleasant. Ish. You got a lot of maniacal types. They think they know everything. Strange gazes. Soldiers head lowered, lips sealed with orders.
You heard, Merrill? A Foundation big shot's coming to the village. That's a first.
big shot? Who?
Not sure. But the commander needs to welcome them personally. Forget it. None of our business. Natash! Huh?
Sergei, isn't this your hometown? Why are they staring at you like that?
I don't know. It's not like I've made that many enemies. Just one or two at most. Anyway, let's go meet my uncle. See that house with the iron sheeting? That's our home. Dядя Pietro! What's going on?
Maybe something happened. Shall we go ask him?
What's wrong, Dядя Pietro?
You tell me, did your commander say you'd fight those bandits or not?
Of course.
When?
That I don't know. It's a military secret.
Word is you're going to the city, the lot of you. So, where does that leave the rest of us, hmm? The villagers need protecting too. All right, Seryosa, I understand. Everything's packed and ready to go. Come, we're leaving to your cousins in Petrovka.
Dядя Pietro, could you just tell me what's going on? I'm not deserting Zeno. It's fine. She's a friend.
The cavalry is leaving us here to die, and the refugees from upstream. They said there are tens of thousands of bandits up there. I don't know where they all came from, but your cavalry's nothing compared to that, right? You'll never fight them all off. And keep this quiet, but the Golduni left and joined the bandits.
Что?
They said they'd punish anyone who stands with the cavalry when they return. If you can't fight them off, they'll burn the village to ashes. So, are you coming with us? Yes or no?
I see Lilia.
That must be the commander of the Xeno cavalry beside her.
Capitan! Why did the Foundation send you here? Isn't exactly the safest place in the world right now.
I applied for it. There's something I need to find in Belgrade. Don't give me that look, Lilia. Madame Z approved it.
Alright, what Z says goes.
I'm glad to see you safe and sound, Miss Lilia. Your message had us worried.
Huh. The Foundation seriously needs to update their communication devices. At least make them bulletproof.
Timekeeper.
Commander Ivan, it's a pleasure to meet you. If you could, a brief walkthrough of the situation in Belgrade and the surrounding areas would be most helpful.
Of course. But tell me, where did that company behind you spring from? I received no word in our communications.
Vice Admiral Burakov. I am the medic of the Foundation's Special Unit 12. Behind me are the soldiers returning from the front lines, and our field medical team. Every one of them is willing to enlist in the cavalry and join the fight against the bandits.
Good to know. Go to Colonel Sabina Sternova. You will see your men settled.
Yes, Commander.
Follow me, if you will, Timekeeper. Intelligence has spoken. The scattered bandit forces are converging upstream of the Dawn. They carry Xeno weaponry, though their identity is yet unknown. Most likely, this is Igor's doing, though we've kept clear of them thus far, as headquarters ordered. Villages have been plundered. Many have fled downstream, yet most cling to their homes. Xeno has ordered the cavalry station in Belgrade until your mission is complete. We ride at dawn.
Many of your cavalrymen are locals from the era. What do they think of Igor?
What happened in Sao Paulo is classified. To them, he's a warlord like any other. We do have a controlled route to the city, but, Timekeeper, are you certain you wish to enter? The rebels could strike at any moment.
Yes. I'll complete my mission quickly. Hopefully before any conflict arises.
I see. Then tell me the details of your mission so that I may lend my hand.
There's a place in the city called the Amber Room. It's said to hold an important clue about the storm. Does it sound familiar at all, Commander?
Not the Yantarne Komnata in St. Petersburg, I presume. We're a long way off from there. Then no, can't say it does. It seems I cannot aid you much in this. Timekeeper, may I ask, besides your storm investigation, are you also here to deal with the Golden Famine? We tried ourselves, but Xeno soldiers have little experience in arcane matters. We couldn't unearth the root.
I'm sorry. I didn't receive any information on that matter. But I'll keep an eye out for you.
I see. The cavalry will aid you in any way we can. But with our strength as it is, we cannot guarantee the safety of Belgrade.
I'm not sure how much it will help. But I heard reinforcements are on the way. The newly formed Flying Witch Company will arrive soon, along with a new broomstick for Lilia.
Xeno reformed the Flying Witches?
No. This unit belongs to the Foundation. Lilia, committee member Irenai asks if you'll serve as its temporary captain. What do you say?
We haven't seen the owner of this place for 2 years. The Elder said you can stay here for a few days.
This is spacious.
Yeah. The stable in the yard still needs some fixing up, so the cavalry will have to take care of your horse, if you don't mind.
That would be kind of you. Thank you very much.
It's no big deal. What's one more horse to feed?
Is that a rat? Or a child from the village? Never mind. I need to rest. Who's there? Vanished? Just like that? What? That was definitely a person. A person sneaking in the shadows around the cavalry station. Suspicious, to be sure. A spy, perhaps? Are my eyes playing tricks on me? Is that a fiddler crab? On the dawn step?
Okay, not much to say here. We're just getting some build of a story. I will say, with Lydia now, we now understand where Lydia gets that new uniform from. I do hope that uniform does eventually become an actual costume for her. Mind you, if not, it's not the biggest in the world. But
Listen to this.
This game is very generous, so
That was certainly a choice.
I don't think it'd be worse. It wouldn't surprise me if they did give it to us at some point.
Taking a peek inside. Our victory comes in the
That is
tide
a
of
huge
blood
crab,
that
by the way.
has become clear. This is now. Though it may come of pain.
This is not bad.
Don't be surprised. Now is the time of repentance.
And it's gone.
Yeah! Vampires don't just thirst.
Gotcha!
Look at the scenes. It's so funny. Oh, look at the details on the crab. It's actually sweating and panicking. So it knows it's caught. I don't have a lot to say here. It's literally just a funny little Tom and Jerry sort of scene going on here. We got the wand pointed at the crab. We have our medic here. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting their names. We're going through names so fast right now. It's a little hard for me to keep track of everything. The angle is quite nice here. I think this is one of their composed. They could have stood to maybe just expand, see a little bit, have a little bit more distance, but oh well. Anyway.
Enough, shapeshifter. This is absurd. How would a fiddler crab make it out here to the plain? And might I remind you that you're too big to be a crab.
And there we go. Now the scenes make more sense. Again, I love the expression for Maria here. Mary, whatever. I love her expression. The way her hands are up, the foot drops down on the face. She's in full panic mode. And now the competition looks a bit better here. Because it does show that, again, the medic here is leaning over her, quite close so she can't run away, which makes more sense here. Before, it looked a little cramped with the way the crab was, but now, not so much. In this case, it gives the sense that it's supposed to be like this. But let's move onward, shall we?
Hey, nice to see you again.
Meryl? How did you...
Don't hurt me. I'll tell you everything.
You mean to say you plan to stay here until the war is over?
Well, I don't really have much choice. At least with the cavalry, I won't starve.
And if the storm comes, what then?
I'll be fine. I took an equilibrium umbrella with me. And maybe in the next era, I'll find a safer place to stay. Oh no! I lost it when the bandits chased me.
This is serious, Meryl. Do you have any idea what they do to deserters? Do you think hiding with Zeno will prevent the Foundation from finding you?
Oh no!
You may survive one storm, but what about the next? And the others after that?
Oh my gosh, the fact that actually... they brought out the hit, but... the fact they actually animated this... Again, you gotta give this team props. I kinda wish they had put in like the actual scene. I guess they couldn't make it work as well, so they just left the effect there. Still, it does the job.
Please, Masha.
How will you know which era the storm will take us to next?
Masha, come on, please.
Honestly, what am I to do with you?
So, why are you here?
I was taking a group of Don Cossacks home, and heard the Timekeeper was going the same direction, so we met on the road and traveled the rest of the way together. Now that I have arrived, Kreas has requested I stay by the Timekeeper's side until she completes her mission. Then I'll return with her.
You're not going to bring me back to Kreas, are you?
If only I could. But with Kreas comes the Foundation. Either way, I'll be sure to bring you back. Running around alone out here is far more dangerous than anything the Foundation could do. Does anybody else here know you, aside from me?
No. I know the Timekeeper and Lieutenant Lilia, but I don't think they know me. But Sonetto, Vertain's assistant, I'm not so sure. We were classmates for a few years, but we didn't talk much.
I see. Stay close with me then, and don't let Sonetto see you. It would be best if we solve this without any interference from a third party. Paravian and I may be able to plead your case, But if we're to have any chance of being successful, you can't run away. Not again.
What is that?
It's the Foundation's flight unit. They're here.
Okay, let's see. So we're about to see Lily's official new look, I guess. Again, as always, just read this and then pause if you need to read it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's a short one, so 3, 2, 1. Let's see here. Sun's condition, accept changing times as farmers, accept the coming winter.
Lieutenant, we're losing sight of you. Then you better learn how to get your speed up to 240 in 5 seconds. But at this height, according to the manual... The manual? That's for nerds. Are you nerds? Move into split formation and prepare to climb. Brooms up! Copy that. Hold altitude. See the targets by the river. Yes, Lieutenant. Good. Real enemies won't just stand around and wait for you to strike. But training like this can sharpen your eye. Flank the targets from both sides, avoid friendly fire, and die!
Okay, so we're joining them for a little bit of a training before we actually dive right in. I generally do not remember this one.
Sensing their thoughts.
They'll be locked down.
Agreed. Taking a peek inside, face the truth.
Now is the time for repentance.
Have I startled you? Close your eyes. Enter the gate and see the light.
I generally don't remember doing this fight on my own time.
My sight shall unveil the hidden.
I think it was just that.
Taking a peek inside.
That. I think it was just genuinely that non-memorable. Oh my gosh. I think it's generally that forgettable, the phrase I'm trying to think of.
That was certainly a choice.
Sensing their thoughts.
They'll be locked down.
Enter the gate and see the light.
Listen, keep your eyes on the target and fire as soon as you hear the command. Wait, it's the Foundation's comms we're talking about. Scratch that. We'll use a flare instead. Open fire the next round after the flare goes up. Clear?
Our blood will burn.
I have seen to the heart of you.
Now watch closely. Rain the fire dragon down on the enemy like this and give them a nasty burn.
Do you mean the Raven 3 Pyro Drake Phlogiston Incendiary?
Tomato. It's a fire dragon from now on. Use it to interrupt the target's channeling status. You got that?
Point shattered can now remain.
There you go. I think I remember now. This was meant to teach me how the flare would work in fights. Mind you, I usually beat the enemy way too fast for it to matter. That's why I feel about this.
But the fight is far from over.
Capitan! Oh, Commander! New broom's nice. Rookies aren't too bad either. Only problem is, they rely on the tech too much. Should spend a little more time on their arcane skills.
Okay, let's break this uniform down. And I gotta say, I am loving the design here. So, since the unit is called the Flying Witches, they kept that actual motif in mind when they were designing this uniform. So, her new pilot helmet is designed to look more like a witch's hat, which is a nice little touch. They kept the goggles, which makes sense, because for those who don't know, the part of the reason why you see so many old movies where fighter jets would use those types of goggles, especially in like old period movies, is because of how the wind pushes against your face as you're flying at that speed. This makes it difficult to keep focus on things because you're constantly having something blown into your eyes, so your instinct is to either close or to look away, which is dangerous. The goggles help protect your eyes against that and made you less likely to, you know, accidentally fly into a tree or to look away when the enemy was firing at you. The cloak is also a nice little touch here, because again, it is adding to that witchy vibe, not to mention the fact that they've included her medals and the badges onto her, indicating her status as, if you don't remember this, way back when, I want to say it was like chapter 4, chapter 5, they awarded her a medal after helping with getting certain intelligence to the Foundation. No, wait, I'm thinking much later. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused. I'm probably thinking like chapter 7, if I'm not mistaken. She got the information to the Foundation, and then they awarded her the medal, and then they gave it, included in the uniform, which is a nice little touch. The straps are also there. I'm guessing those are meant more so for her to connect herself to her broom, so she doesn't fall off, or doesn't lose control if she does fall off. You have her key, which I imagine is part of the ignition, and the band. Again, this probably just meant to indicate her rank as captain. All in all, it looks very nice.
Have to say, I never thought I'd wear a Foundation uniform. Wait. Don't tell me I have to follow the committee's orders from now on.
Don't worry. You're still on Team Timekeeper. Your new uniform's just for easy identification while you're acting as flight captain.
All right.
You have some time to sharpen your little birds, but conflict rides fast. Work quick. The Foundation swore us enough fuel and ammunition for your entire unit, and more besides. You alone have access to it. No applications, no paperwork. Just go directly to the quartermaster.
Nice. I'll make sure the rookies never step foot on the ground.
Mr. Iranai said that this is the Esu Noi Nouveau Voyer combat debut. He hopes to hear some feedback from you.
Well, it's faster, got stronger firepower, and better maneuverability. Basically, an all-round improvement. Haven't used it for long, though. Any major defects you know of?
The price. 102 costs nearly triple the amount of an 01, or even more.
Who's paying for repairs?
Me. The Esu Noi Nouveau Voyer assigned to you is the property of Team Timekeeper.
Okay. I'll do my best not to break it.
That is all. Dismissed.
Capitan, I need to go take care of the baby birds.
All right. See you later, Lilia.
Timekeeper.
Anything I can help you with, Commander?
Hungry? Come to my home for a meal, won't you? I'll send for your assistant too. My mother's stew could raise a fallen horse. She would love for you to try it.
Sorry, I was just thinking about something. Do you mean to say that your home is in Tamarovka?
That's right. Will you come? Mama.
Vanyusha, did you bring guests?
Okay, I wasn't expecting this. So we're seeing his mom. And I gotta say, I love the design. Very homely, very simple, but it speaks of maternity. Let's see here. She's got the cowl over her, which again makes sense for this era. She's got a thicker clothing, because if you remember, for those who don't know or don't remember, as you get older, your body unfortunately loses a lot of the ability to regulate itself. This includes heat, so typically when you live in a colder climate or in just areas where it tends to get cold around certain times of the year, you do have to dress a bit more warmly. So this includes sweaters, thicker clothing, things like that. Her overall blouse is relatively simple. It is buttoned up all the way, as you know. Around this time, was considered a bit strange for women to be showing excess amounts of skin, especially older women. She has, I'm assuming those are all multiple necklaces and beads given to her from her family over the years. Things she wears happily and with pride, and she even has a little pendant. It is a bit hard to see here, but based on what I can tell, it does look to be kind of like a locket. So I'm guessing it may have pictures of her husband and or children in, which again would make sense in this case. Her lower half I can't quite make out too well, just because the arms are covering a little bit, but she does appear to be wearing a traditional half dress, I guess is the way to call it, for this area. So again, all in all, I love the design. It's quite nice.
Good afternoon, madam. I'm Vertain, Timekeeper of the Foundation, and this is Sonetto, my assistant.
Oh, so you're the one. When Vanyusha told me there would be important guests joining us, I hardly expected them to be so young. Oh, I meant nothing by it, Rodnaya. Just the words of an old woman. Honestly, Vanyusha, you must tell me if you plan to bring growing young ladies to lunch.
We're just here for a simple meal, Mama. No feasts while others starve.
The meal looks delicious, madam. More than enough for us.
Timekeeper, Miss Neto, sit, eat.
Thank you.
You will have to forgive me. This is all I have to offer at the moment.
You have food enough for the winter, Mama?
Oh, don't worry about me. Though if things go on like this, who can say? Miss Timekeeper, are you here to end the famine?
Please, call me Vertain, madam. As for this golden famine, I will try my best to give it a thorough investigation.
You should know, Vanyusha. Many have told me to leave with them. But I have stayed, trusting that you will find a way. Some of those fleeing south passed through the village. They said the attackers are different. They only take Alduni, arcanists, as captives.
Arcanists?
Yes. The poor things who refused to cooperate were beaten half to death before they took them. As for the humans, well...
But Igor's army would have taken humans too.
Igor?
Soneto, you must try this pickled watermelon.
Oh, okay.
It really is delicious, madam. Quite different from any I've ever tasted. Might I ask how you made it?
Ah, it warms an old woman's heart to hear such things. Nothing special, really. Though many underestimate the importance of the barrel. Apologies again for the poor meal.
Hush now. The meal was hearty and our bellies are full. There are a few stews better than yours.
Yes, it was just what we needed, madam.
I know you have questions, but this is not the place to talk. Come, walk with me.
How could Miss Galena be your mother?
Timekeeper, you know the same pain, yes? To witness the storm take away those you love. We all do. If that face appeared again, full of light and life before your eyes, Could you still your heart? When I saw her again, she was no longer my mother, but a teacher with no children, devoted wholly to her students. She never once left home.
The reason for this phenomenon still remains unknown. However, observations have shown that each of them has a complete memory, identity, and social relations. Their independent will is undeniable. We can't force them to be the person we think they are.
I know. To speak of the storm would only break her. She would shun me. But in time, she took me as her child. In the end, I have a mother again. That is enough for me.
I'm glad you figured it out.
Figured it out? The truth is the opposite, Timekeeper. I chased Galina like a lost pup, hoping to find my mother in her. And I did. Her face, her body, every line and wrinkle. She is the mother I lost to the first storm, down to the gentle smile when she talks to me. Think of it. Those you lost, standing before you again. Only their clothes and memory changed. Would you call them dead and gone? Would you not hold them close, praying memory returns?
It's hard to say. I've never personally dealt with such a thing. Perhaps I'll have an answer if I do.
Oh my gosh. Let me share my thoughts here, because this... We know Erd was taken from the storm, but there's some indication she has a way of keeping her memory, at least in part. So I think if they do meet again, she will recognize Vertain, but not completely. The other possibility, and I feel this is something that's been hinted a little bit recently, ever since that chapter back in ever since the chapter back in Brazil, was the fact we may eventually see Schneider make a return, but definitely not in the same sense. I wouldn't be surprised if she came back as either an NPC or player. People want her as a playable character, don't get me wrong. If you don't remember, all the way back in technically chapter 1, Schneider came on board, or was there, and she left an impression. She broke hearts in so many ways. So yeah, we will see where it goes after this. Like I said, right now I'm just hoping that we may see Schneider again one day. I know people have been coming up with theories and fan art of it, but still, we will have to wait and see eventually.
It was on land like this that my father first set me on a chestnut mare and showed me the reins. My mother watched on, afraid I would fall, no doubt. But she knew this was the way for every child. For centuries, the Cossacks have lived by this steppe. She feeds us, she fights us. Rebellion runs free in our blood. The steppe never changes, nor do her people. Sometimes I find myself asking, is this truly a false 1920? You, Timekeeper, you have lived through many eras. We will never wholly understand one another.
From what I do understand, you are a survivor of the first storm. You've lived through all these eras too. I don't see the difference.
True. Yet I am marked by my hometown. My own time long before the storm ever struck. I was forged a Cossack, and the Cossack I remain no matter the era. And you, Timekeeper? Which era is your home? Even 1999 must feel like another world to you. I do not belittle your path. I only say losing time and home leaves a wound in the heart. Politics aside, I respect you. You are the Timekeeper, the master of all ages and all people. Many consider you a savior. And I? I am but a man with mortal ties. Zeno has every reason to keep me at arm's length.
Commander, wait.
Yes? What more is there to say?
I have no power to change your decision. But I have a mission here. I need to know. Will you follow Zeno's orders and lead your army to Berograd?
I will see you safe to the city and stand with you in your mission. This I swear.
I understand.
Commander! Commander! What are you doing out here? I thought you were at home.
What's the matter?
They got too drunk. A brawl's broken out.
Well, that's one way to end the episode, I guess. Let's see. Wartime recipes. Okay, so this is just a little bit of a glimpse into what people would eat during these times, which makes sense. Rye bread, aged flour, wheat husk. Understand, when times are tough, you have to make the best of what you can. You'd be surprised, like, in particular, how resourceful some people can be if they know what to look for. Nowadays, that's a bit harder just because we are so reliant on capitalism as a whole. But yeah, if you can, I would always recommend set aside a little bit of, like, even if it's just a little bit of soil, just grow a few potatoes, maybe a few carrots, simple, small things like that don't need a lot of care, and help yourself out a little bit. Listen, you never know what you'll find, but let's see here. Until then, let me just go through the rest of this. 3, 2, 1. Alright. The little note at the end was her mentioning how she didn't want Ivan to keep spoiling her as much as he did, and to help with people equally. But anyway, for now, we are going to call it here. I think I'm going to just make slightly, well, not shorter episodes. This is still over an hour long, but I'm not going to, like, stretch it out too much either, because I feel like people do lose interest. So if I can keep it up at like 3 or 4 chapters an episode, I don't think that's awful. It will mean I'll have a little bit more to work with going forward. But besides that, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Please remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified down below. For this episode, comment down below. What is your opinion on Snyder making a return? I can see her either coming back as a major NPC or as a playable character. Either would work. I'm just curious when they're actually going to do it, because I know they're hinting at it. It's just we don't know when they're going to pull the trigger. But besides that, have a great day, everybody. I know life is tough for a lot of people right now. Things are hard right now, but hold strong, be kind to each other, and we will get through this together. Until then, everybody, remember to be kind, try crossing tomorrow, and I hope you have a great day, evening, much time for watching this. And this has been Starborn Feline, signing off for now, saying goodbye.